What is going on, guys? Let's start this again. Pedro, we're gonna do a garage update.
Hey!
Yeah, we just haven't done a garage update in so long, and people have been asking what cars are staying, what cars are leaving, why are they leaving, why are they staying, what's coming. So you know what? Let's do this in a nice way. We're gonna introduce every single car, put them in a place where we can take a nice picture of it so that it's so pretty and photographic and blah, 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 blah.
Oh, so now I have to do work.
That's right. So
that
that we can talk about the car while it's looking pretty, and I can just say the two things or the three things that I'm gonna say about the car. What do you say, Pedro?
First question.
Yes.
Would this actually be a garages update?
No, just the one garage update.
It's still a garage
just
update.
Just the one garage update.
Okay.
Even though there's two garages. Now, that's an update within the garage. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because before we only had one with two spaces that two cars barely fit in it. Now there's three here, there's two here, and there's some space back there with other cars. So
Yep.
should we start with the boring one? Should we start with a hot one? Should we start with, what do you think? What do you think?
Let's start it off right. Pull the LT out.
All right. It's McLaren 675 LT Playboy. This is obviously staying. Every single car that you'll see in the garage right now is staying. We don't have any plans to get rid of anything aside from the Smart, but the Smart you won't see here right now. That's the only one that you'll see going, and it's not being sold, it's being given away for free. Let's get this party started with my McLaren 675 LT. This is a monster for those of you guys, because I know there's a lot of people that are not completely car fans and car freaks and car maniacs, so you won't know everything. McLaren just came out about 5 years ago. This is the 675 LT. They're middle line, mid-engine, kind of like a Ferrari Italia, the 458 Italia, the 488. This is that, except this is the hardcore version of that. There's only 500 that exist that are coupes and 500 that are roadsters. And of course, there's a few special editions like the HSs and all of that, but that should be no more than other 50 cars altogether. Why I love this thing so much, that scoop right there on the top, they don't come with them. Apparently, there's only 8 to 9 cars in the US that have that scoop, and they can only be coupes, right?
I love that thing.
It's fucking delicious. And whenever you're driving, you can hear all the air being sucked in your, and you see it and you can feel it and you can hear it all go through the top of your head onto the back, and it's just one of the greatest feelings in the world. The car is super quick, it looks stealth, it makes the right noises. It's completely different from what you would expect from like kind of what you hear in a Ferrari, because it's a turbocharged engine, but fucking it's like a race car. It's fucking visceral, it's hardcore, it looks great. And obviously going with a spec like this one, it's actually glossy orange. Vic at RDB is the one who did the matte orange for us right now. But the reason why the car was orange and why I liked it so much in the orange is simple. It's like that homage to that McLaren F1, the LM that they have, the orange one. You've seen the pictures.
Yeah.
I also want to mention prices because no one talks about prices. So this car, brand new, the base model are about $400,000, $380,000, $390,000. This car, sticker, is $500,000. And the reason why is because all the MSO options, which is McLaren Specials Operations, all of the carbon fiber on top, the wings, and all of that stuff. What is the car worth in today's market? I think the car is worth exactly the same. I think it's $500,000 or a little above that because of the rarity with the scoop. But other than that, we're still at the same price. Will it go up in the future? I definitely think so. It's gonna dive right now because of the 720S that's coming out. So there's your schooling in McLaren prices. Randy.
Hey, who said we weren't going to be moving cars anymore?
Yeah, exactly. We still have that duty. It's our duty. It's our fiduciary duty to move cars.
I love hearing you try to say fiduciary.
Fiduciary duty.
You're such a fiduciary.
But just a little bit.
What the hell are you doing?
It's making the shot better.
Jesus Christ.
Oh!
Delicious.
How's that?
I love it.
The Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe drop head. Why Coupe and why drop head? No fucking idea. But they're awesome. This one, my dudes, this is a lease. This is a $500,000. These are like about $600,000 when you spec them out properly. The sticker on this one is about $550, $560, I can't remember. Epic car. The most comfortable, gigantic, epic Rolls-Royce ever made. They don't make them anymore. They just finished production with the Phantom. That's not a bad thing because the new car's coming out. But these right now, because they're naturally aspirated V12s, they're going up in price. Is that gonna affect me? No, this is a lease. At the end of it, I might buy it. That might be the case. I'm not entirely sure where I'll stand when the new ones come out. So we'll see. For now, this is a car that I just enjoy the shit out of. Once we drove the one from O'Gara, we knew that was gonna be the case. And it was hard to get a good deal on these because they're so expensive. And Bernie from Rolls-Royce Cleveland is the one who came through. So thank you so much, Bernie. I love this fucking thing. What is your favorite thing about the Phantom drop head?
The seats, man.
The seats.
The seats are incredible.
It's like sitting on a couch in your living room.
It is.
No?
It is. They're so nice. They wrap you up really nice and comfortably.
Yeah.
Like the armrests are perfect.
And that's what gets me every single time.
Yeah.
Nobody understands. Everyone thinks that Rolls are just for old people and there's nothing cool and appealing about them. They're so easy to drive and so fucking epic to be stuck in traffic in. The sound systems are incredible. The leather, the materials, the suspension is like riding on a cloud. I mean, Jesus, don't even get me started on that. So this is why we have one of these. Why 3 Rollses? Because this one wasn't expected. We didn't know that we were gonna be getting this one, but here she is. All black on black.
You like this one, huh?
I fucking love this one. This is a Rolls-Royce Ghost. And this was my second Rolls. We got my wife one of these, but a Wraith, a white one. It's not here, it's at RDB. That's the only one we're gonna be missing from the cars that I have, along with the Beetle, but we just made a video on that, right? So that's coming.
I think so.
So that's coming. This is a Rolls-Royce Ghost from the brand new line from Rolls-Royce. This is like what they came up with. A big part of this is BMW. This is why these cars are so fucking good. Exquisite, delicious suspension, exquisite interiors. You cannot hear anything while you're inside of the car. Sound system is great. The only bad thing about these cars, for the most part, is the entertainment system.
Yes.
The infotainment system is absolute shit, right? But other than that, the car looks insane, has a lot of presence. Obviously, we wrapped it so that it looks a little meaner and darker. We put 22s on it from Pure Wheels. Just a couple of variations. The only thing that I wish this car had that doesn't have is the Starlight. And at some point, one of these will go away for either a Bentley Mulsanne, the new one, or a Rolls-Royce Ghost black badge, or that fucking Panamera Turbo.
Oh.
I'm not entirely sure. But we'll see. We'll see. For now, this is staying right here. It makes me very, very happy. I use it a lot. These are also, just as a little note, as an owner, these are better to lease. These cars drop like a motherfucker when you buy them cash, so you lease them. This is a sticker of $340,000, and the lease payments are probably under, let me say this. If you go buy a Mercedes, an S63 AMG, you're basically financing the same payments as this. You get a lot of car for the money. That's basically it. Love the Ghost, it's not going anywhere. And it looks fucking badass, all black on black, right? One of my favorite cars I've ever had. I never understood Rolls. I always said that people who drive Rolls Royces are assholes. I'm glad to be an asshole. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Absolutely thank you.
You like that?
I see this one I like. I'm glad you're here because I just can't do this on my own. I'm pretty terrible at organizing anything. GLE 63 AMG is not only the longest name on an SUV in the world, it's also my favorite SUV. It's fucking badass. It makes all the pop-ups. I actually got this car because I wanted to trick my wife into not buying that one when her car was lemon, the white one that she had. And I brought this to the house, and on the way to the house I fell in love with it. So when my wife said, I am not driving that piece of shit, Alejandro, I ended up just getting it for myself. What would you call this? Our production vehicle?
Yes.
This is the car we use the most. We travel with it. It's a fucking true warrior. Whatever it is, we take this one. This is our camera car. You can fit a lot of shit. You can dump down the seats on the back. We also, when we were doing all the shipping of all the stuff that we do at the store, we were taking it with this one because this is the one that can store the most.
Yes, sir.
And on the side, there's the G63 AMG. That's my wifey's car. She loves that fucking thing. It's cool and all, whatever, not my thing. It's not a driver's car. It's nothing like that. It's just a big, I guess it's like a symbol car, like a status car. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess.
But even though the Rolls are, they have a delicious suspension. This one has no point whatsoever. Although G-Wagons, and I hate to admit it, they hold their value, their resale value, like a motherfucker. So that's why I don't care about buying his. I think Belen's had 4. I think so. She's had 3 black ones and 1 white one. Oh man, that sounds terrible.
Oh,
I'm talking about the cars, guys.
Cut it out.
Guys, I'm talking about the cars. Come on, let's be a little mature here. So she's had her fair share of G-Wagons.
Oh,
I can't say anything more about that. She's had a lot. We've bought a lot of G-Wagons, that's what I'm saying. I've never liked them, she loves them. That looks badass though, because once we blacked it out, mwah, mwah, mwah. These cars sell for about $150,000. They retain their value very, very well. These, on the other hand, they're about $110,000, average 110, 120. These do depreciate immediately, like any other AMG. That's the best bet if you're just looking for financially something sound. This is just awesome, so much fun. It makes all the right noises, everything about it. This drives like a car. So, choice is yours. These are the 2 SUVs that we have here at the house, just in case there's a zombie apocalypse.
Wait, why did you bring me in here?
Because I want to have my way with you. Is that wrong? No. Here we go. This is why.
Ooh.
They just painted the door outside, so.
Oh, yeah. They just painted the garage.
Yeah. So this puppy has been hiding for a while. Also,
what do you have here?
Also, this is very convenient. Dead honestly, we're hiding these from Farshad. These got here just now. Farshad's birthday is tomorrow, so we're planning something special. But these just landed, so. And
so we're basically giving him something that he worked hard for his birthday.
as a surprise, exactly. So just.
I like it. No money out of pocket.
Hey, so just don't. Exactly. You see, well, kind of money out of pocket, but not really. But this is why they're here. Just hiding here for Farghini to see them.
Oh.
Oh.
That's not sounding too great.
I'm just gonna get the car out of here as soon as possible. How about that? This is my 911R. This is where the dilemma starts. I'm not entirely sure which one's my favorite. If that LT or the 911R. They're so different to drive. This is the best, simplest car in the world. Period. It's fucking incredible. These cars were really, really hard to get. There's only 991 made. This is number 227 out of 991. Manual, it's a flat 6 engine, 500 horsepower. Nothing puts a bigger smile on my face. I think that LT is about there, but this is just what what I want to drive when I'm thinking about like pure driving. So because it's rare, because Porsche is a driver's car, because everyone wanted a manual, and because of the times, this car appreciated like a motherfucker already. So if you wanted to buy one of these new, this was I think $240,000 sticker.
I think 242.
Yeah, because we made a video where we have to check for it. 242 was the total price, but right now if I wanted to sell it, I think I can get anywhere between $500,000 and $600,000. That's current marketplace. I have no intention to sell this thing. This is staying right here because I fucking adore it. Adore it. Adore it. Not everything is about money, and I think I'm getting to that age now where I don't want to drive any more like what people advertise, what people say it's great, what every single person admires just because of numbers. I like to drive whatever fucking appeals to me, and I think that LT is one of the greatest driving experiences if you're just driving like a race car type of deal, and this is one of the greatest just naturally like a purist car. Anything with a manual, you go through a lot of gears real quick, which is fucking awesome. Brakes are amazing, handling is amazing, rear wheel steering. I mean, fuck, man. They're making these cars better and better and better. So the question goes back, are you gonna buy another Pagani? Are you gonna buy a Koenigsegg? Are you gonna buy another hypercar? No doubt about it. I have something coming up in 2019. I think you all know what it is. I don't wanna just keep saying it because I don't wanna jinx anything. But aside from that, there's nothing else in my eye. We have an AMG GTR coming, which should be coming, what, within the month?
Within the month, yeah.
Within the month, and that's green. That's green, just so that everyone knows a fucking green car that shows up in Mercedes-Benz of Beverly Hills, that's this guy. Why that car, you might be asking? The reason why I wanted that car is because it's apparently, well, it's supposed to be the greatest driver's car that Mercedes has ever built. So I'm gonna put that to the test, and if it really is, then fucking awesome. It just gained a spot in the garage. And if it's not a big deal. The 720S is out there. We still have yet to test the 720S along with everyone else in the world. That's very promising. And what about the Huracan Performante, which we haven't tested? I know, there's a lot of speculations between all of those cars. Right now what we got coming is the AMG GTR, and yes, we're gonna put a lot of shit against each other, get some real times, so that we know exactly how fast what's what.
And then the GT2 RS.
Oh, and obviously GT2 RS, but that's not included here, and I also want the new GT3. The moment they open the orders, and I have mine on order, I'll let you guys know, but that's something I'm hunting for. That's not something that's a reality for me right now. What else? Am I forgetting something?
The Maybach Cabriolet, that's coming.
Oh, we have the Maybach Cabriolet, that too. The one that I'm also trying to get is the G, the Landaulet. I know it's not coming to the US, but let me complicate my own life in however way I can. And the other car that we have that's not here are two. We talked about the Rolls-Royce, the Wraith, the white one, which you've seen many pictures of. And also we've talked about the Beetle. You saw the video that we went to Mexico for. I drove the car and it was awesome. It was too slow because it was in Mexico City, but I cannot wait to bring it here and give it the full enchilada and see how it behaves here.
Oh, and you know what else?
What?
Aren't we going on a road trip this week?
We're going on a road trip this week. By the way, people, we're gonna be in San Francisco. You're in the San Francisco area. Please let us know. We're gonna do a meetup and we're gonna do a podcast, a live podcast again, so we can talk about cars with you guys. So be ready for that. This is my garage update. This is pretty much our life update. So, people, with nothing else to say, thank you so much for watching as always. I really, really appreciate it. Pedro, thank you so much for putting up with my shit.
My hands are freezing.
Are they? Give me a kiss.
They are.